Guys, Coach Brix back with the Coach Brix Show. Hey, I hope you're well. Hey, my thing is preparation. All right, how many are preparing to succeed? Because the majority of us, I think, prepare to fail. Now, we don't really go out there saying, hey, I want to fail in life. But we don't prepare, so that means we're really preparing ourselves to fail. All right? I look at a lot of athletes, I look at a lot of coaches and stuff, and yeah, they say they put in time for this and that, but are they really? Like, how much time are they really putting in? I understand there's other things in the world to do. I truly do. If I'm an athlete, high school athlete, I understand that you got to, go to school, homework done. I know you got to have the grades to get to college and stuff like that. But how many of you are actually preparing to do things outside to make yourself better? Like I spoke in one of my last shows talking about if you're doing what everybody else is doing, you're just going to be like everybody else. You need to do something different. You need to go above and beyond. Now, I'm not saying you skip team workouts. That's incorrect. You don't ever want to skip team workouts. There's a reason why you have team workouts. That's why the coach puts them together. At least they should put them together. Is the main thing is team bonding. All right, working together, overcoming the adversity. So when you step out in the field or on the court or whatever, that you can handle those situations. Those things are very important. I know a lot of coaches, now we're going to the coaching aspect here, I know a lot of coaches who put a lot of time in. They put a lot of time into their preparation work. They go to clinics, they go to, writing their stuff down, all that kind of stuff. Great. Okay, which is fantastic, getting your athletes ready and stuff like that. But how much are you actually preparing, saying, all right, outside of there, I'm preparing my whole day. Not just my coaching time, my 3 o'clock to 5:30 practice time, but how many of you are preparing your whole day? Like, I got to get this done if I'm a teacher. I got to get this stuff done. I got to get this done, this done, this done. You're up till 12, 1 o'clock in the morning getting all your other work done, when if you had an actual prepared plan, you probably could save yourself a lot of time. Now, I understand it's easier said than done. Granted, I know I have 2 young kids. I understand things come up. But for the most part, I try to plan out those days. Try to make sure I get the most important things done first, and that's why I get up early. All right, I get myself up early, route up, ready to go. You can do it the night before you go to bed. Get yourself all prepared. Here, this is what we need to get done. I get myself up early. I have my preparation. Boom, I hit it, and I start running. People always say, hey, how do you have time to do this? How do you have time to do that? How do you have time? Listen, I'm not saying it's easy, but because I have it planned out, I can get a lot of stuff done. I prepare myself to get to that next level. And that's what you guys need to do. You as coaches, you as athletes, you need to prepare yourself to be ready to go. All right, at all times. If you plan out the day and even the week, you should see how much more you'll accomplish. You will see how much greater you'll be. Because everybody has these great ideas, but very few implement those ideas. Because it takes a lot of work, takes a lot of preparation, it takes a lot of things like that. You look at your most successful people, your CEOs, your guys that, your entrepreneurs that are doing phenomenal things. They have a plan in place. It might be the same plan per se. Let me give you an example. Now, I read an article where Warren Buffett, pretty much eats the same, I think it's lunch or breakfast every day. He doesn't have to think about it. It's what he does every day. It's almost like a robot. He goes in, makes it, or whoever makes it for him, whatever, boom, and it's eaten. So he never has to think about, okay, what do I have to do? He has it planned out. He has that planned out. I know a lot of athletes, competitive bodybuilders, guys like that, even people who want to lose weight, they call it meal prep. All right, there's a reason they do that. They might do it on a Saturday or Sunday when they have a little bit more time. They do that for the whole week. They make their meals, they store them up, boom. That's what makes the difference. It's the people who don't have that preparation that struggle, because then all of a sudden it comes time for lunch, and you're like, oh crap, what do I need to make? Unlike the people who are prepared, they pull that out, throw it in, boom. For the athletes who are looking to put on weight, why don't you guys do that? I give the story, and I tell kids this all the time. I played college basketball. All right? I played down low, and I spoke about this before. Very undersized to play. So I know I needed to add strength. I wasn't going to get any taller. Couldn't do anything about that. But I knew I could get stronger and bigger. So in the all-season between my sophomore and junior year, I think I started in March, ran it all the way to the end of school. It was like about a month and a half, 2-month period. I used to make my 4 sandwiches, and I'd set the alarm every night, every 2 hours. So I go to bed at 10, midnight would be my first sandwich, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And then when I wake up at 6, the sandwich is there, I eat it, then I go to have my oatmeal and other things. I had that planned out because I wanted to do it. I added on like 15, 18 pounds or something like that and felt much better. And coming into the next season, I was much better off. But that's what a lot of people don't do. You're not planning. You know, you got to be dedicated to that system that you have in place. So if you're an athlete and you're saying, I can't put on weight, Dave, well, what are you doing? You know, if you're eating the crap and things like that, and you're not eating breakfast and you're skipping this, okay, I don't feel bad for you. I really don't, because you're not preparing yourself to add that weight to make yourself better. You know, so that's what you got to do. You guys got to start preparing yourself for that week coming up, that day coming up. You know, you prepare for game days. Coaches have that schedule in place. Hey, this is who we're playing this week. We need to have a game prep so we know how to defeat this team. And they usually have their coaches meeting either Saturday or Sunday. If you're a football player, football team, you're doing Saturday or Sunday to prepare for the next week. They do that, but yet people don't prepare any other part of their life. And I understand you don't want to over-prepare, but you at least want to be prepared so you can go in there with having the most success. So add that into part of your life, guys. Whether you're a coach, whether you're an athlete, get out there and prepare yourself for success. Because if you do that, you watch what's going to happen. You're going to start to achieve the goals. You're going to start to achieve a lot of the things that you wanted to achieve before, but just weren't capable because you weren't prepared to do it. So do those things. All right? This is Coach Brix, guys. Make sure you follow us, CoachBrix.com. Check out our YouTube page at Coach Brix. Usually these videos go up so you guys, can spread this out. You guys can share the link and stuff like that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Anything else I can do, guys, for you, let me know. Stay strong, stay blessed. Remember, greatness never rests.